James Lapton for Pro Boxing Fans. Delighted to be joined with Hosea Burton. Hosea, how you doing?
All right, thanks.
Good stuff. We're here today at the press conference for the MTK Golden Contract. You'll be facing with Bob Ajisafe. How do you feel about the fight first of all? You said in the press conference you feel it might make for a boring fight. Why is that?
Just his style and my style. How some fights is gelled to make a good fight, I don't see ours being a good fight. It could be, for the pure boxing fans who like seeing boxing, it could be a good fight. But for the people who like to see knockout entertainment, I'm more than capable of knocking him out, but landing on him more than twice in a combination is going to be hard. So I personally think it's going to be boring. I'm not sure. It's up to Bob if he wants to make it boring or not. If he wants to make an exciting fight, let's go for it. If he wants to dance and run around, let's do it. I'm not bothered. You know, it's one of them things. It's a fight. My opinion, we're best two in it, and that's it.
Would you have preferred to have faced him later down the line in the tournament?
I personally thought we was going to meet further down the tournament. We actually see. I know his trainer Arun. He used to train my brother Zach. Arun's a friend of the family. You know, I thought we was going to fight. We wasn't going to pick each other. But when it come to it, we had no choice. He had to pick me because none of the rest had the guts to pick me. You know, I looked at every one of them square in the eyes, and they wouldn't. They'd look at me and then they'd turn away and pick somebody else. If someone was staring at me and I had a blue ball, the way I was staring at them, I'd have to pick them. My heart wouldn't let me pick nobody else. Even if I had someone in mind and somebody was looking at me, I'd say, right, no, I'm having you. I know we was going to have him, but I'm having you. You know, but none of them fancied the job. That's why they left me to last.
If you had the option, who would you have picked?
I'm not saying now. Listen, I've not got the option, so that's it.
In terms of yourself facing Bob, obviously both two favourites of the tournament, does it make your route to the final and winning this a lot easier if you beat Bob first round?
Does it make it easier? It makes it a bit more straightforward, but I wouldn't say easier because everybody you come against you've got to beat. You know, you can't just have one good night then have one bad night, because your bad night you're out of the competition. You know, so it doesn't make it easier, but it makes it a little bit more plain sailing. He's the only southpaw in the competition. He's the awkwardest man in the competition, and bar me, he's the best man in the competition. So it does make it a little bit more plain sailing.
Now, obviously, both of you are both British champions. You've both been fairly inactive. Bob more so 4 fights in the last 4.5 years. Will that play a part on the night for him?
Bob is Roger the Dodger, and he's like slip, slip, slip. You need plenty of fights to keep that on top form. He hasn't had plenty of fights to keep that on top form. I personally think he might be a gear behind when it comes to it. You know, that split second, it only takes a split second. And I think he's a split second behind.
And yourself, you've been trying to get back onto the British title level.
British title level, no. Because there was Callum Johnson against Frank Buglioni, me v Anthony Yard. The winner of them two fights got to fight each other. Callum knocked out Buglioni. I was meant to fight Yard. Yard pulled out. So I should have been for the British, but my mates won the British title, so that just got scrapped. Then I wanted to fight Craig Richards. He wouldn't have it. There's been many fights where I've wanted, and people's actually offered me the fights, and I've said yeah, but for one thing or another, it's sort of fell apart. And it's not by my behalf at any time, because what's the point of being a boxer and not wanting to fight people? And I just see this as a good opportunity to show people I belong where the better people belong.
Winning this competition, will that surpass British title level, or would it put you back in the mix as a mandatory potentially?
It puts you past British level. You know, it puts you up there for a world title shot. This is the golden contract. You win this and you get the golden contract. You're getting a 5-fight deal with one of the top promotions. That's beyond the British level. You know, world title after this. You know, big things after this. It's not just the British title. I'm beyond that.
Hosea Burton, thank you very much for your time. Thanks for speaking to pro boxing fans. I appreciate it.